123,800. 1,123,800. So these are the number of minutes of my life which I would like to present today in front of all of you. So yeah, so life is full of problems, right? Oftentimes we face difficult situations which might not last a day or two, but for a long period of time, that is a year or two. And that is exactly what I also faced from 13th of August 2019, the first day of my college, that is Shahid Sukhdev College of Business Studies. Pretty long name, isn't it? Till 2nd of September 2021. So with that, I would like to wish a very good evening to the fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. Right?
Very good evening.
Yeah. So I wasn't able to listen to all of you. You know, when we watch Virat Kohli on the field, he shouts like, "Yes, boys, I want to shout like that." A very good evening to all of you.
Good evening.
Yeah, so just like we have got various parts of Money Heist, right? We have got 5 parts. I finished watching the other day, and Tokyo Light, unfortunately. So she was my favorite character. And just like that, I would also like to present a kind of a sequel of my Icebreaker, which I presented last December. And yeah. So yeah, how many people here know mathematics? Yeah, sure. So in maths, we have got something called as sine cos, right? And if we look at the graph, it is kind of a wavelength, you know, 1 second up, 1 second down, up, down, up, down. And that is exactly how my life has also been in the past 2 years. It has been full of ups and downs. One day I would be very confident and very motivated, you know, hunger to perform. And on the other, I would feel very anxious, very depressed, you know, kind of panic attacks, and also having the feelings of not being good enough, right? And doesn't this also resemble a movie scene, up, down, up, down? So if any of you would like to share, very famous movie.
3 Idiots.
Yeah, exactly. So in 3 Idiots, when the professor says, you know, if a question comes in the exam to Rancho, what is a machine? So when you write 1 second mein up, 1 second mein down. Obviously, I cannot imitate what all other things he does in the scene. So yeah, that was it. And now let's start from the beginning, right? I went to the college on 13th of August 2019, and I saw an amazing crowd there, you know, because I did not belong to a particularly good schooling background, so I had not seen that kind of crowd anywhere in my life. So they were speaking very confidently, just like I am right now. And when I reached home, I cried a lot, honestly, because I thought, you know, I would not be able to survive in this kind of environment, you know. And even on the 3rd day, I even searched on Google if I would get the college fees refund if I cancel my admission in Delhi University. You know, you would not believe it, because to get admission in that college, I had worked 3 months, you know, very hard, and I got a good rank. So yeah, that happened. But when Google Baba said that you cannot get the refund, I thought fees to refund hogi nahi, and घर वाले बहुत मारेंगे, पकड़ लगभग भाई 25,000 पे you know we are investing. So I thought let's just explore and see what all this college has in store for me, right? So I explored and got to know about college societies. You know, we have got so many in DU. So there are around 30 college societies in our college, and I gave interviews around 20, and I was able to clear only 3 of them. I joined one of them, and then that society had an icebreaker few days later, and me being a socially anxious person at that point of time, at the end of the meeting there were around 30 people, and I received remarks like, you know what, you are very rude and aggressive, right? So I received these kind of remarks throughout my first year, and towards the end of my first year I introspected a lot, and I watched some interviews of successful people, mine being Virat Kohli. And you know what he said in some of his interviews? He said that whenever he steps onto the cricket field, he feels he is the best, he cannot get out at all. And he always aspired to be a cricketer who will not just come and play for 5 years and then go. He always aspired to become a person whom people will look up to for years to come, right? And whom people will admire. So I thought if you admire him so much, you should also have this kind of confidence and self-belief to perform and, you know, improve a lot. So I started my 2nd year with a lot of excitement and, you know, diligence. But as they say that this nervousness and underconfidence is not just an electric switch, right? That you can just turn on and off. So as I was referring to sine and cos curve, even though I used to motivate myself daily, right? You know, I have to go, I have to perform, but there always used to be moments of silence and, you know, not performing up to the mark and not performing up to the expectations. So then I got to know about Toastmasters. I joined this club in September last year, and this place has contributed a lot in me achieving the biggest achievement of my life, which I would share at the end of the meeting. You know, this place has taught me how to talk to people for the very first time. I've been serving as the Vice President of Membership over the past 3 months, and you know, my job is to talk to people, talk to guests, and you know, present my content in front of 40 people as I'm right now. So you know, this place has done a lot to my development in the past 1 year. And the entire 2nd year was very productive, but at the same time depressing as well, you know, because when you are working, you also have the down moments. So the 2nd year ended, and 3rd year started last month in August. and and then the bungle of all the college placements started, which is called as campus placement, right? When all the students are just running in the rat race that my CV is better, my internships are better, but honestly I did not run in the rat race. Just to give an example, my peers started preparing for interviews 2 months ago, right? But I did not prepare because I thought I would only do a thing when I myself want to do it by all my heart, and not just because other people are doing it. So but when that hunger came to prepare, I prepared a lot with all my heart, and and I was talking about that breakthrough. Just wait for that one breakthrough, and that breakthrough came last week on 2nd of September when I am one of those 9 people out of a batch of 300 who have got placed in a very good dream company with an amazing package and amazing work. So yeah, I would just say that this has given me a lot of confidence and the hunger to become the best and improve a lot. So yeah, I would just say keep working, keep hustling. Life will always present you the opportunities and challenges, but it is up to you how you want to take it. If you want to take it as a opportunity and path to success, or if you want to take as a curse of destiny. So I would just say keep working, and always remember that Gully Boy movie dialogue, apna time aayega. That's it from my side. Thank you so much.